should be good to go now. Ooh. Sweet. Share screen. All right, we should be good to go. All right, guys, welcome to NRL Punters Preview for round 24 from Wicky. If you guys are joining on Discord, please mute yourselves because it's also going on to YouTube. If you guys have any questions, just chuck it in the Discord, and I will answer it. But yeah, if you're in the call, just mute yourselves. But yeah, let's rip in, guys. So NRL round 24. As always, guys, the stuff that you see on my screen, if you're watching. If you Google Wiki Linktree, you'll find it. Everything that comes from us, whether it's the left v right article, the try score tips that I'm about to go through, all of it is free to check out. The tips have just gone out to the premium guys, so I want to make sure that if you're one of the 5,000 people on our Discord or wherever you're watching from, you get your crack at these prices. So I'll just roll through here, and I'll just show you all the picks, and I'll talk through them in a second. There you go, almost there. Some pretty good prices that have popped up today as well, so I'm pretty sure the premium guys will be getting on these now. But anyways, guys, all right, let's crack in. So if you haven't seen this already, this is the odds comparison tool. I've just updated the free one before we went live, so you can see like some of the amazing prices that have popped up. There's a whole lot more to it, but if you see a lot of green, it's usually good. That's one way to put it. And you can look at starters only for first try scorer, for example. So an example I'll chuck in is Adam Elliott. I love that guy. He's won us a lot of money, or won me a lot of money, and won us a lot of money over the years. You can see that he's 81 on 365, and next best is 51 across all other bookies. Way higher than his career strike rate, way higher than our model has him at, and way higher than every other bookie. So that's like a shortcut of how to read it, but I'll very quickly show you all the resources, Wiki's resources on our link tree. There's a whole bunch of stuff that will help you make sense of this all. But let's get straight into the picks, guys. Obviously, last few weeks of the regular season, I know the games can be a little bit boring if there's not much on the line, so I'm just going to talk through the picks and get to the point. All right, Panthers v Storm. So this game's going to be super interesting. Obviously, with the rain, or if you live in Sydney, it's been pissing down all day today. Not meant to rain as much tomorrow, sorry. But yeah, with two really good teams and a greasy surface, I always think it's going to be low scoring. I always tell you guys to be careful of any time try scoring multis. I know those are super popular with you guys, but in games like this, absolute nightmare for multis, and suits me because obviously all of these tips in the article are always singles. All right, so Josh King, first try, last try, and whenever you see and, what I mean is they're always separate plays, by the way. They're never multis in here, just to be really clear for anyone that's watching. Anyways, all right, I'll throw him, guys. Josh King, first and last try, separate plays, 81s on 365. So he's a massive dud as a ball runner, but he scores tries because A, Harry Grant is good at putting middle forwards over, and B, I reckon with this game, you just know that it's going to be a tight game, play to the middle of the field, and also it'll likely be either raining or there'll be a greasy surface. So that's why I really like the price about Josh King. Sean Blaw, can't believe he's available at 41s. Really strong ball runner, really good price for someone like him, and that's on BetRight and Neds for first try scorer, 41s. Luai, first, second, or third try at $12.50 on Neds. Really like that. That's like seeing about $37 for first try. I know most of us would have a crack at that if we saw that. And then Blaw at first, second, or third try at 15 on Neds. Is that right? That's a crazy pick. Wow. Okay. Well, I really like the 41s, and then you're seeing like similar to 45 for him to score any of the first three tries at 15 times 3, 45. Anyways, but to be honest, like I do like these prices, especially this Blaw price. But I think it's one of those games where you don't really need to have too much of a punt. You can just enjoy it because it's going to be a blockbuster. And the really cool thing is that Dylan Edwards and Fisher Harris have been confirmed to be playing this game. So I think with this matchup in the last couple of years, we've seen it's gone the other way where a couple of stars have been ruled out late. I think last year I was like super keen on maybe early this year, and like the Storm Guns, I think Hughes or whatever got ruled out, which is shit. Hopefully should have a really good game. Manly v the Warriors, 6 p.m. Friday night game. Dylan Walker, first and last try, separate plays at 67s on 365 and Dabble. Sean Johnson, first, second, or third try at 15s on TAB. And Wade Egan, first or last try, separate plays, 51s on 365, TAB, and PointsBet. Walker I really like because He's a middle forward, but with Tohu Harris out, he's playing big minutes. I think the other thing is, Fanua Blake is like an obvious threat through the middle. I think that also makes Walker and Michi Barnett quite dangerous as well. And that price is really, really good for Dylan Walker. He used to obviously play in the outside backs, got some, I wouldn't say speed, but more so like a good ball runner close to the line. Anyways, Johnson, similar to like seeing 45s for first try scorers, an insane price for Johnny Johnson, close to the end of his career. He's going to go for it. And Wadey Egan, he's actually not looked amazing and hasn't scored that many tries this year, but I just generally really like him. And I think that price at 51s is really, really good. Roosters v Eels. Actually, this reminds me, like, one of the things that I see, like, people on our Discord always do is like, oh, this guy's this winger scores a lot, or this guy looks really good. And then just like betting on that play at horrible odds. You guys know that stuff does my head in. But I think what's really important is, if you've been punting for a little while, or if you follow rugby league quite closely, like, back yourself in. Don't just go by, oh, this winger scores, so I'm going to put 3 of these wingers in a freaking multi. Think about like the way that teams play. Think about, like, for example, it was annoying because the week that he scored, I did bet on him. But Samuel Afainu, I've been saying for weeks, he looks like a cross between Kikau and Homolo Alakoatu. And even though he's like scored 0 tries in 10 games or whatever his stats were, you got to see the dude's playing well. So if he's playing well and he's a good price, then get on him. Don't fucking just be one of those people that's just putting the same fucking players every single week. At least if you're going to punt, use your fucking brain and see what you actually like and bet on that. Anyway, all right, mini rant over. Roosters v Eels Friday night, again, Sydney-based game. I hope this is a dry track, because the Roosters could put a fucking cricket score on the Eels, but the Eels have beat the Warriors in New Zealand and then pretty much beat the Panthers, but fucking Nathan Cleary and the Panthers came back from nowhere and did get up in the end against the Eels. But the Eels have been great for the last 2 weeks. A month left of the season. Their side is decimated. I feel like Roosters off a bye. This is the game where the Eels, it's going to show that they don't have full-time coach. The season's over, and I think this is the game that the cracks will appear. I reckon Roosters put on 40 or 50. Luke Keary, first and last try, separate plays, 34s on 365. I love him because he can score a try so many different ways, and he's next to Angus Crichton. Can always get a ball back, and he's always like leading, chasing line breaks and stuff like that. Anyways, Victor Radley, I'm pretty sure he's won us at least 1 first try scorer player this year for premium, maybe even 2. But really like him. First and last try, separate plays, 29s on 365 and better. And Brendan Hands, first try, 67s on 365 Neds and a few other bookies. And same player, Hands, the Eels hooker, first, second, or third at 26s on Neds. That's like seeing 78s for first try scorer, which I think is insane for the Eels hooker in a game that potentially could also be played in the rain or on a heavy track. Bulldogs v Dolphins. Honestly, I struggled to find picks for this game. The prices in this game are fucking horrible for try scorers. I have gone with a couple. The Lemuelu price is good. 34's first try scorer, first try scorer at $34 odds on BetRight, TopSport, and Dabble. I've gone with Tavita Pangai Jr. TPJ at 51s for first try scorer on BetRight, TAB, and PointsBet. This is not a great price for TPJ. More so why I like this is he used to play at the Bulldogs. He had a little bit of a breakdown, if you remember last year, went off to boxing, whatever the hell he did. And now he's back with Uncle Wayne, and he scored 2 tries in the last, I'm going to say, like 5-6 weeks of footy, including a first try. So he's, he can score tries in different ways, but he's obviously a super strong ball runner. And the one thing, the Bulldogs are great in defense, but their pack is relatively small. And I think it's a perfect opportunity. And Dolphins middles do tend to score quite a bit. So this is more like a storyline kind of play where I'm happy to put in a pick at 51s. Don't love the price. I think it's just tippable, but I like this pick against the team that he left in dramatic circumstances. All right, Cowboys v Raiders. One really, really good price here. Tommy Dearden, first and last try separate players, 26s on 365. He's got a freakish try scorer strike rate for first try. Had a really good last few weeks, and I think with Townsend dropped for Clifford, it's going to really put a fire up Tom Dearden and actually really fire up the Cowboys. So really like that price. Fogarty, first, second, or third try. It's like at 17s on Neds, kind of like seeing 51s for first try scorer. Really like that. He's had a few weeks now back from injury. And I really like that price for Fogarty and Smithies, 81s for first and or last try, separate plays on double. Again, not the most, he's actually very similar to Josh King. I would say Smithies is slightly stronger ball runner, hasn't scored a try, I'm pretty sure, in his time in the NRL, has gone close 1 or 2 times. But this is purely like Cowboys pack, not as strong as some of the others, especially in the middle. They're missing Nanai on the edge. They're still missing Tamalolo in the middle. And one thing the Raiders do well is like their forward pack is really strong. Papali scored 2 first tries in the last 5-6 weeks. I feel like the reason why I've fallen in love with the Raiders over the years is a lot of middle forward tries, and therefore they won me a lot of money. So Josh Papali has scored a couple of first tries. Tapine looks so fucking good, but he doesn't score. But I reckon with Smithies, you're always going to get a good price because he doesn't look agile. He's not going to be a massive tackle buster, but you just need him to fall through a hole up against the Cowboys. West Tigers v Rabbitohs. There's a few different picks that I really like in here. As always, I always say this, Api Coruscant loves putting middle forwards through. Utu Kamanu, first try at 51s on BetRight. Isaiah Papali'i, first and last try, separate players at 51s on 365. Both of these prices aren't amazing. They're good because the Rabbitohs, season over, troll drama, etc., etc. I like that there's a chance that Papali'i, Seyfarth's been named on the edge because Ruben Porter got dropped. So I reckon Papali'i might get some time on the middle, whether that's at the start or the end of the game. Don't know, don't care. But if we get 51s for him playing on the edge, obviously that's a ridiculous price. That's why I really like that one. Coruscant 34s, I think, is actually quite good as well. And Murray scored the last try a couple of weeks ago on an edge, but he's actually got a freakish strike rate. I think he scores the first or last try, whatever it is, around 1 in every 20 games in the middle. He's back in the middle, and I always prefer that for the in the Rabbitohs side up against the Tigers side. Like, look, both of these sides are going to be shit defensively. Their season's gone. And I actually really like Cam Murray in the middle, whether it's first or last, but they're both 34s. On double, Dragons v Titans, Aaron Clark, first and last, separate. You know what? These are all separate. All 4 of these tips are first and last separate plays on 365. So I'm just going to rattle off the player, the name of the player, and the price. So Aaron Clark, 67s. Jamie Jolliffe, 67s. I really like that one. Foreign, 300th game, 41s. And Jaden Campbell, 29. So all 4 of those picks, first and last try, separate plays on Bet365. My 2 favorites here are actually Jolliffe and Foreign. So Jolliffe, because he's got a couple tries this year, 1 chasing a grubber, 1 crashing through. I think it's his third or fourth game back from injury. Really impressive season for him this year. And the other one is actually Kieran Foran, 300th game. In the last couple of years, the premium guys would know, I think one of them even won on him at 3+ tries at 501s. I wasn't on that. I think we had him tipped for like first, second, third, first try, second half, 2+, or whatever. I think it was last year Magic Round or late in the season or whatever. But he's won us a lot of money. And him and Jackson Hastings, I think it is, they just look like they're on like one leg. They can't run, but they just get the job done. So anyways, milestone game, decent price. Oh, and the last one was Foreign plays right side now, and on the left, you're missing Cole Flanagan and you're missing Moses Sully. So there's definitely going to be some defensive issues for the Dragons. Foreign's 300th game. That's why I like that one. Similar to TPJ. Can't all just be about value, right? Got to have a little bit of storyline and sentiment in there. That's why I like this one. Last game, guys, Sharks v Knights. Adam Elliott, first and last try, separate plays. 81s, absolutely love that. I think he scored 3 tries between him and Daniel Saifidi this year. I think they've scored about 4 tries that have won us like 6 different tips at huge odds this year. So I fucking love Adam Elliott. First and last try, separate plays, 81s on 365. Incredible price for him. Atkinson, first and last try, separate plays, 29s on 365. He won us a last try score of 41s tip a couple of weeks ago from memory. Gamble at 41s, first try score on BetRight, and 38s on Top Sport. And the one that I really, really like, Crossland at 51s for first try scorer on Bet365. One of these guys may be off at the end of the game for Jack Cogger, which is why I haven't tipped last try scorer, by the way. But I do really like the price about both of these guys. But that's it, guys. I've decided to be really short and sharp with these podcasts. The whole point of these is to go through these picks, rattle off these prices, and give you guys a crack at getting the best prices at the same time as our premium guys. Wiki Premium last year, I forgot to freaking brag about this at the start, but we hit Corey Jensen 101, Toby Rudolph 101, Xavier Willis 81, and 17s for anytime try scorer, and Mitchy Barnett 34s for first or last try scorer. So best ever weekend of Wiki Premium. I can't believe I didn't say this at the start. Look, I understand that most of you guys punt for fun, and you shouldn't be paying $200-300 a month for tips, but this is the last time you can get onto Wiki Premium. I'm not doing this anymore. It's too much work. It's too much time. And in all honesty, so this whole thing I've been doing personally and with my mates for more than 10 years. But obviously, like, we went viral on TikTok. Our Discord blew up last year. The prices are really, really hard. Like, I can't believe that so many of you guys bet on try scorers, because I've been doing this for really well for a long period of time. And it took this weekend for us. I've done over 2,000 tips for Wiki Premium this season, and we got from -4% to +9% ROI, all just last weekend from this ridiculous weekend that we had. So look, if you want to have some fun with us, and if you do punt quite a bit, and if you can afford the $200 or $300 for the next month, one last chance to get on the Wiki Premium train. The guys that have been doing with us for the last season or so, like, in all honesty, I think we all made a shitload of money last season. We probably made a little bit this season, but yeah, it'd be good to end on a high with you guys in the next 4 weeks. I'll be doing Wiki Premium for the finals as well, but value-wise, if you're paying for 4 weeks, there's 4 weeks left in the regular season. You want to get on board right now. So as always, guys, all this stuff is available. Google Wiki Linktree, check it out. It's going to be really, really fun into the season. Obviously, last weekend helped. If you get from -4 to +9% in 1 week ROI for the season, obviously we're all in good spirits. Anyways, guys, punt responsibly. Catch you on the Discord. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the footy this weekend. See you guys.